Austrian Stocks in English, presented by Palfinger.
Yeah, welcome to Austrian Stocks in English, presented by Palfinger, the English-spoken weekly summary for the Austrian stock market, positioned every Sunday in the mostly German-language podcast Audio DAT Indie Podcasts, Wiener Börse, Sport, Musik und mehr. My name is Christian and I will be later on joined by the absolutely smart Alison. The following script is based on our 21st Austria Weekly, and in week 10 ATX TR went lower, losing 2.66% to 7,274 points. Stocks of Vienna Airport were best in ATX Prime, leaving the IFM offer behind. News came from Vienna Stock Exchange, AT&S, A1 Group, Andritz, Zumtobel, Frequentis, Adico, Palfinger, Lenzing, Voestalpine and Frequentis. And these news are spoken now by the absolutely smart
Thank you, Christian, for calling me absolutely smart. And these were the news of week 10. Monday, Vienna Stock Exchange. The Vienna Stock Exchange recorded an equity turnover of 5.20 billion euros in February 2023. The trading volume was thus higher than in the previous month, January 2023, 4.79 billion euros. Year-to-date the trading volume in equities amounted to 9.99 billion euros. The most actively traded Austrian stocks last month were Erste Group Bank with 898 million euros, ahead of OMV with 850 million euros and Voestalpine with 676 million euros. Tuesday AT&S. Due to the current market environment, AT&S Austria Technology and System Technik Aktiengesellschaft is adapting the investment project in Kulim, Malaysia, until further notice. The growth rate will be adjusted to the market conditions and the medium-term targets will be postponed by 1 year to the financial year 2026-27. The main reasons for this are high inventory levels across the IC substrate supply chain combined with weaker demand will lead to reduced market growth in 2023. AT&S is therefore in dialogue with a major customer in order to adjust capacities and financing contributions to the current market environment. AT&S currently assumes that parts of the investment project in Kulim will be realized at a later date than previously planned. AT&S, weekly performance, minus 12.12%. Wednesday A1 Telecom Austria Group, A1 Group acquires radio frequency spectra in Croatia for 109 million euros. In a public auction, A1 Croatia secured spectra in the frequency bands 800 MHz, 900 MHz, 1800 MHz, 2100 MHz, 2600 MHz for a period of 15 years. These long-term resources, acquired for 109 million euros, will be the basis for further growth, enabling the best user experience and maximum national coverage in Croatia. Telekom Austria, weekly performance, minus 1.97%. Andritz, technology group. Andritz achieved in 2022 the best figures in its history for order intake, revenue, and operating result, EBITDA. The revenue saw very favorable development during the 2022 business year and reached a new record level of 7,542.9 mer, plus 1.67% compared to 2021, 6,463.0 mer. All four business areas contributed to the increase in revenue. The operating result, EBITDA, increased slightly more than revenue and reached 648.5 mer, also a record level, plus 1.87% compared to 2021, 546.5 mer. All four business areas contributed to the increase in earnings. Profitability, EBITDA margin increased to 8.6%, 2021, 8.5%. The company started the new business year with a record order backlog of around 10 billion euros. Together with strict cost and project management and the successful turnaround in the metals business area with the German Schuler Group, that order backlog will form the basis for further growth and profitability increases in 2023. Subject to the approval by the annual general meeting, shareholders will benefit from the excellent business development with a significant dividend increase to 2.10 euros, previous year, 1.65 euro per share. Andritz, weekly performance, 5.02%. Zumtobel. The Zumtobel Group followed the positive development of business in the first half year with further growth during the third quarter. revenues rose by 7.7% to €912.2 million in the first 9 months of 2022/23, Q1, Q3 2021/22, €846.6 million, and by 6.6% after an adjustment for foreign exchange effects. The EBIT margin equaled 7.5%, and net profit increased by 32.8% to €43.4 million. Our company performed better than expected in this difficult market environment, and despite the temporary lack of key components and the highest inflation rate in 70 years, says Alfred Felder, CEO of the Zumtobel Group. Zumtobel, weekly performance, 1.90%. Frequentis, global supplier of communication and information systems for control centers with safety-critical tasks, and LVNL extend the integrated tower solution at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Dutch air navigation service provider, LVNL, adds Frequentis unified data exchange platform to increase efficiency, flexibility, and redundancy of its tower applications. Frequentis Mosaics digital platform breaks down operational silos, integrates voice and data applications, and embeds a cybersecurity layer. The Frequentis state-of-the-art ATM platform, Mosaics, for Amsterdam Schiphol Airport Tower has laid the foundation for more organized data exchange between applications through the Mosaics service bus. It also simplifies the integration of future applications, says Marcel Bakker, General Manager Systems and Infrastructure at LVNL. The implementation of Mosaics was one of the largest releases in recent times in the tower domain, yet the operation was managed without any disruption. Frequentis, weekly performance, 1.93%. Adecco Group, a consumer and SME specialist bank active across Central and Southeastern Europe CSEE, achieved a profit after tax of €25.7 million for the full year 2022, almost doubling the €13.6 million a year earlier. Credit loss expenses stood at €15.4 million or 0.47% cost of risk. 2021, €13.2 million. Adecco is a much better organization, responding fast to changing customer needs. Our transformation is visible in the improvement of processes and digital capabilities, higher productivity and the cooperation with a fintech in Slovenia and Croatia, said CEO Herbert Juranek. We achieved double-digit volume growth in the focus areas consumer and SME while efficiently managing our costs. Furthermore, we accelerated our credit card business and increased revenues. The bank also made further progress on risk and substantially reduced its non-performing loan ratio to a new low of 2.4%. This confirms that we are on the right track as we gain new customers and disperse more loans in a more difficult macroeconomic environment while keeping our prudent risk approach, Juranek said. Adecco Bank, weekly performance, 3.21%. Palfinger, starting September 2023, Steyr Automotive will assemble Palfinger truck-mounted forklifts exclusively for the North American market, and with good reason, because North America is Palfinger's strongest growth market. In 2022 alone, the region contributed 23% of the record revenue of €2.2 billion. This result is confirmation of the company's focus on the USA, Canada and Mexico. Palfinger will open its new regional headquarters, including a demonstration and training center in Schaumburg, Illinois, near Chicago in the first half of 2023. Palfinger, weekly performance, minus 1.55%. Thursday Lenzing, in the year under review, revenue of Fiber Group Lenzing increased by 16.9% year-on-year to reach €2.57 billion, primarily as a result of higher fiber prices. The quantity of fiber sold decreased, while the quantity of pulp sold rose. In addition to lower demand, the earnings trend particularly reflects the increase in energy and raw material costs. Earnings before interest, tax, depreciation and amortization, EBITDA, decreased by 33.3% year-on-year to €241.9 million in 2022. The net result for the year was minus €37.2 million, compared with €127.7 million in the 2021 financial year. In the current financial year, the Lenzing Group expects EBITDA in 2023 to be in a range of €320 million to €420 million. Lenzing, weekly performance, minus 1.52%. Voestalpine, Voestalpine Railway Systems are the global leading supplier of complete railway systems, offering everything from the hardware, rails, turnouts, mountings, and sleepers, through to the digital monitoring of rail tracks and trains from a single source. Now the Voestalpine Group subsidiary has secured its largest ever order worth around 237 million euros, approximately GBP 210 million, for the design, supply, and servicing of turnouts, drives, and rail expansion joints including diagnostic systems for Great Britain's new high-speed 2 rail network. Voestalpine is also supplying other major projects worldwide with premium rails, high-speed turnouts, and signaling technology. In total, the order volumes amount to around 600 million euros. Voestalpine, weekly performance, -4.60%. Friday Frequentis, Remote Digital Tower, RDT. Technology is a key element of next-generation air traffic control, ADC solutions. To enhance the capability of RDTs, Frequentis has joined forces with Austrian Institute of Technology, AIT, Graz University of Technology, TU Graz, and Airport Vienna, to research and develop smart assistive technology for RDT vision systems. The project, named Smart Assistant for Enhanced Remote Digital Tower, SAFER, aims to increase efficiency and ensure safety in RDT operation through multimodal artificial intelligence, AI. Frequentis, weekly performance, 1.93%. And now bye-bye from Alison
and Christian. We wish you a great week. Hear you next Sunday.
Austrian Stocks in English. Austrian Stocks in English. Presented by Finger. Austrian Stocks in English. Presented by Finger. Presented by Finger. Presented by